Good late afternoon and early evening, Cause Entrepreneur community. Happy pre-Thanksgiving. Megan and I are coming to you from our home here in downtown Napa on one of the main streets here that travels into downtown over to Oxbow Market. For those of you who have ever been to downtown Napa, it's just a cute little part of town, and we're lucky to be experiencing one of the prettiest falls that we've ever had here in Napa. And we wanted to have a little tasting live with you before everybody goes into their Thanksgiving mode and starts eating and napping. So,
yeah,
Maggie, good
happy
to have
Thanksgiving
you.
Eve, everyone.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, you too.
I feel like you were about to kiss me until you saw the cat jump up. So
I know.
Should we try that again? Here, happy Thanksgiving.
Oh my gosh, we have 3 little kitties at home that aren't really kittens anymore. They are full grown, and you are getting a show behind us right now. Thought we'd be able to keep them from jumping around behind us, but looks like they wanted to join happy hour too. They've also had a
There's
long
one
week.
secret one up there. Look it up.
You
There's two.
Yeah.
This is what I live with when I'm not over at the vineyard property or at an office. This is what I've been isolated with. Megan and 3 little furry friendly felines.
They've been the cutest little companions during COVID though. It's been very nice to have some furry friends around. So.
And they love wine. Let me tell you, they are wine cats for sure. I mean, they love corks, wine corks.
Wine corks.
With what's
we
their?
Do not give them wine, babe.
I know. Yeah, we don't give them wine, just wine corks to play with.
They
and
love corks.
What's the ones with little catnip in them? They like those ones, the little toys.
Yeah.
So. Well, what are we drinking here on the white side? I'm going to put you on the spot. Can you say the G word?
Gewürztraminer.
All right. So she says, yeah, she said it good.
Gewürztraminer.
Yeah.
Gewürztraminer.
So
Gewürztraminer.
Gewürztraminer. But you could also say the W if you're really good. Megan put that out there. The Gewürztraminer. Yeah. But Gewürztraminer. And this is our Monterey Gewürztraminer that we're having here. Yours is a little cooler than mine. I took the first taste before it went in the fridge, but it's a beautiful wine. Mm-hmm. And a perfect one for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, definitely. Great for Thanksgiving. It's got a little bit of, it's definitely sweeter. It's on the sweeter end. A little bit of honey.
I've heard lychee and passion fruit used before.
Yeah.
So slightly tropical on the nose, a little bit of spice in it. Mm-hmm. Not quite like that spiced apple cider drink that you make, but but a little bit of spice in there. That kind of a spice, like an apple spice, not like a spicy spice.
Like baking spice.
Yes.
Yes.
And then
which makes it perfect for Thanksgiving, actually.
Yeah.
In that regard, yeah, really.
And a touch of honey. Like I would eat this with a biscuit just to give it like a little bit of extra honey butter taste.
That's a really good idea. This is one of my favorites. I know it's not really totally in line with the Thanksgiving theme, but it's one of my favorites with anything Thai food and Indian food.
Oh yeah.
Anything that's a little spicy, like a spicy coconut curry, anything. We take this actually to our favorite Indian restaurant in town and order all of the spicy things.
Aroma is the best Indian food in all of Napa.
It's a little hole in the wall place.
Yeah.
Nothing fancy, but it has some of the best food, I think, in Napa Valley.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I'd also eat this with like those prosciutto. I mean, yeah, drink this along with eating like that prosciutto and melon type thing that you make. That would be a good pairing with it. And I know we talked about that.
That is a Dan Gora specialty too. At a state date, that's definitely something that he makes often in the summertime. It's just really crisp and refreshing. So
Dan Gora, if you're watching right now, comment in the box with what you do to make your prosciutto and melon so good. It doesn't taste like normal people's, and it's just like a pretty simple dish. But this Gewürztraminer, say it with me, everybody. It's not that embarrassing if you get it wrong, because almost everybody does. Gewürztraminer, like the Mean Girls,
Uh-huh.
meaner. That part's easy, meaner.
Mm-hmm.
Gewürztraminer, or Gewürztraminer, which is also, I have heard that is actually acceptable as well. So, choose as you would like. I think the Germans would put a little extra, a little extra tang on that.
Mm-hmm.
How would it be? Gewürztraminer. Yeah, something like that. My grandparents would be proud. All right, I'm gonna need a refill of that. So the other thing we're drinking.
Oh, actually, real quick, look at how pretty this bottle is. This is a traditional shape for, actually, you'll see like a lot of German Rieslings in this shape bottle as well. It's really beautiful. I love how just like tall and simple and delicate it is, especially for the flavor profile of the wine. I think it just kind of matches nicely, Beautiful.
I agree. So before we jump into the Napa Valley Red blend, which you could use to create some pretty fun holiday and festive drinks.
Yeah.
You have a drink that you make around Thanksgiving time and holiday time. What is that one with the cranberries?
I do. It's a cranberry Pinot Noir mulled wine. So shifting gears a little bit. This was just a recipe that I kind of made up. We had a Pinot Noir a couple vintages back that just had some like slight cranberry notes to it or something. And I was like, I feel like this would be really good if you mulled it with some cranberry and some cinnamon sticks and a little bit of sugar. So I did that. And the mulled wine itself was absolutely fantastic, and some orange slices as well. Sabrina is going to actually post the recipe in the comments. But what's really interesting about it is if you let it go for long enough on the stove and you almost reduce it a little bit, you can then cool it, so chill it overnight, and then you can use it almost as a simple syrup with sparkling over top. So we have these super cute bottles. Where did that go? Here it is. The Gobble Tea Wobble shimmer bottles this year for Thanksgiving. And so this over top of a little bit of that cranberry Pinot Noir mulled wine simple syrup. It is a mouthful, but this over top of it is absolutely wonderful. It's become a tradition in our family. We have it every year for both Christmas and Thanksgiving. And if you want to, you can mix up a little batch of cranberry and orange rimming sugar with just like a couple cranberries and a little bit of orange rind in a food processor and rim the glass with it. It is so good. Love it.
Nice, babe. You're making me want it right now. It's like such a good drink, and man, it can creep up on you. So make sure you click on that and give it your best shot to test out that mulled wine. It's so good. It's a family favorite at our house during it. Really good. And it's kind of perfect to go that story to go along with Gewürztraminer because first of all, Gewürztraminer is kind of an aromatic wine grape, and it grows and performs best in cooler climates. And so the meaning behind Gewürz in German, it actually means herb or spice, which is why you'll get a little bit of that spice on that Gewürztraminer. And when in French, if Stefan on our team, who some of you might know, writes it, he actually would drop the two little dots off of the U. So it's written without the umlaut. That's what they call those, the little two dots that go on it. But if you remember that the Gewürz part means spice, it's kind of interesting. So as you drink your spiced or mulled wine, and maybe you're dropping a little cinnamon stick in there, or like one of those little spice stick, a clove or something. You'll think of this tasting. And over from our white wine today, we've also got the Napa Valley Red blend, which is one of my favorites. Hopefully some of you are drinking that right now, or if you're smart, you saved it for dinner tomorrow, because that thing is out of this world. It's a great wine. You're getting a lot of the taste profile that you get in our Cabernets, but you're going to get a little bit of a rounder mouthfeel with some of the other varietals that are blended in there. And there's a big presence of some of our other favorite international grapes throughout our red blends. So you're going to get to taste the harmony between a lot of the different favorite varietals of Bordeaux, which of course include Merlot and Cabernet, and both of those are present in our Napa Valley red blend. Meg, we don't have a glass of red here, but
No, I wish.
do you want to share anything about one of your favorites, the Napa Valley red blend?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we opened that one up quite a bit at the vineyard when we're hosting for dinners all the time. So that's definitely a crowd pleaser. And I don't know, I just really love that one. And it's so great for the price point too. I think it's what, 60?
Yeah.
So a lot of times when we open that up, people are like, wow, this must be one of your estate wines. And it's always really flattering to hear that. And Mari did such an amazing job on this wine to make it sort of fit in with that portfolio. So yeah. Amazing. Dry
on the palate, medium to full bodied wine, and really, really balanced. It's got a ton of personality, a lot of black cherry. That's why I compare it to our Cabernets, especially in Rutherford. You get that black cherry on the front.
Almost like the cocoa, like a little bit of, you get that kind of like cocoa powder finish on Rutherford wines, which is like very characteristic of our estate Cabernet, but you get a little bit of that on this red blend as well. And it's just really, really good.
Yep. Cinnamon gets used.
Yep.
Dark cocoa.
Yep.
Just like you talked about. And this is blending a Cabernet, Merlot, Zinfandel, Petit Syrah, and Petit Verdot grapes. So how much fun. I know this house, this is my life, just to remind you guys what my friends think I do for a living. And then I'm like at Estate 8 up in the tower, like drinking wine elegantly, and then what I actually do during the day. And there's like cats draped on me, and I'm like trying to type and do a live wine tasting out of our living room. What an idea. Megan does have a great bar cart there though, huh?
Yeah.
So
definitely have some favorites back there. So
yeah, we're gonna break into a little bit of that scotch right there after this tasting's over. That's what I think's happening. I mean, we're almost about to cruise into Thanksgiving.
I know.
And there's a ton to be thankful for. Meg, what's beyond that drink that you love about Thanksgiving, or what's something that you love?
Well, obviously gathering with loved ones that we don't necessarily see every day, which is a little bit harder this year because Thanksgiving is definitely a smaller scale this year for sure. But one of my favorite things that we do every year is we just go around the table and talk about what we're thankful for, and it is just a really nice moment to pause and really reflect on the year that we just had. So that's definitely something that I'm a big fan of us doing as a family.
We're gonna have to put aside like a little extra time for 2020 when we go around and reflect on this year.
Yeah.
You got like overtime. We'll do like a couple rounds as we drink, maybe a glass of wine each round of drinks. We do another round of reminiscing.
Yeah. Well, another favorite tradition is going to New Orleans. We've gone to New Orleans multiple times for Thanksgiving with your side of the family. Won't be doing that this year, obviously, but we have a lot of fun traditions that have kind of come out of that. And yeah, it's definitely, New Orleans has a special place in our heart as a whole family, actually. One of the things that we incorporated into the design at the vineyard that you guys will see if you ever come visit is the gas lanterns that are on the front porch and actually on the back porch of Estate 8. And that is sort of like a nod to all of the amazing memories and food and wine and family time and everything that we've had in New Orleans. It's one of our favorite cities. So that's a big...
Show off this gobble till you wobble bottle. You got one of the last ones. I wonder, are we sold out of those, or do we still have them going?
Good question. I actually don't know.
I think we still have them going, but I think there's like, Thanksgiving's tomorrow, but that one was a popular one.
It's really cute.
We got some other fun ones around the corner. We've also rolled out a bunch of holiday ones.
Yeah.
Creative team's so creative, coming up with so many good ideas.
Yeah.
When I think about Thanksgiving, it's always the time to reminisce. It's getting towards the end of the year and start thinking about how many people we've donated to, and our growing impact. So there's always a marker around Thanksgiving and the end of the year on like how much more we've given. And this year's been the biggest year for giving that we've ever had at OneHope. It was really cool last year to break the $5 million threshold. And I told everybody I'm excited about us doing the next 5 million much, much faster. I think that beyond the dollars amounts, we always try to talk about impact and how we're touching people. And so these holiday grants that we were able to do so far and that you've been helping us fulfill, and with so many more around the corner, but we've already filled so many of them just from the lead up to Thanksgiving. Like we're not even at Thanksgiving yet, but yesterday was wild. We had a amazing initial burst out of the gates with some of our kind of final end of the year sales, and everybody is just totally running with them. And the customers are loving them. Our cause entrepreneurs are earning an income, making an impact with other hosts and people raising money. And we just see how many lives we're able to touch just by sharing wine together and coming together around wine. And so this is always one of those times of the year where I'm really thankful for all of our nonprofit partners. I got a great email from some of the team at Pencils of Promise and Tanya over there, their CEO, emails from Charity Water, and just a handful of our nonprofits who we really moved the needle for this year, especially. And then thinking all the way back to the beginning of the pandemic when we were stepping up and doing healthcare hero packages for people and just making their day, giving them a glimmer of hope, doing micro grants for mothers in hospitality who have lost their job, recounting on all of the people whose weddings got moved and just giving them a little bit of an extra nod and a gift out of the blue because they were somebody whose wedding got impacted by it, and doing something special for them. So all of these different things, along with all of our our pillars are in health and education, and hunger and water and some of the basic necessities that help people break the cycle of poverty. And so, to think about just this Gewürztraminer that we are drinking and the idea of helping people with rare diseases, and how many people that actually touches and how little of attention it gets, being able to create that awareness, being able to create a fundraising device, but also our Napa Red Blend in the month of November. You're always thinking about our veterans and the idea that our Napa Valley Red Blend, every bottle is helping to reunite veterans with a sense of purpose through giving them the ability to continue their service once they come back home, and helping people that have been hit by natural disasters and helping with natural disaster relief while also being able to continue their service is an amazing combination. So we're always looking for the win-win. The wine win is when you can bring wine together with giving people hope, and share wine and give hope together. And so we do that with both of the wines that we were tasting today, the Gewürztraminer and the Napa Valley Red Blend. But we also do that with every wine. We do that with every event that we get together on. We do that with every dinner table that our bottle shows up at. We do that with every conversation where people are proud to wear OneHope as a badge of who they are, and the values that they represent, values of hope and unity, authenticity and empowerment. And so at least on Thanksgiving, we hope that all of you get to connect and spend time with the people that you love the most. And
even if just virtually,
and get to connect with them, get to share wine with them, even if just virtually, and live out one of our values at a minimum of unity, getting to unite with people and connect with people, and then around hope when you have a bottle of OneHope. So from our home, literally, and our home and our cats to your home and your cats or dogs, or kids, we're going to be thinking about all of you in the community who have helped us make such a big impact this year. What else do you have, babe? Anything else?
Wow. I mean, how do I follow that up?
I don't know. It was just the stream of consciousness, you know?
I love it. One thing that I saw that was posted actually on our social media account on our Instagram this week that I thought was really beautiful. Let me find it real quick. Was a quote that says, "Those who are the happiest are those who do the most for others." I think that's really special. It was like a really nice quote to wake up to leading into Thanksgiving week. So
yeah, I think
definitely
that's probably right.
Definitely going to be thinking about that.
If you're happy out there, it's probably because you're doing a lot for others and you deserve it. And if you're running around and it seems like life is overwhelming, you're not alone either. You're probably you can be really happy and be doing a lot for other people, and then also still feel that way, because the two go hand in hand.
Totally.
And so sometimes those who are doing a lot for people, they're not only very happy and fulfilled, but they're also overwhelmed. It's okay. We're all together this Thanksgiving. We'll be thinking about each and every one of you. Those of you who are lucky enough to have memories that go back forever of different family meals and be able to retrace just amazing times in your life where you were together with the people you love the most. And for those of you who may not be surrounded with tons of people, and especially on this Thanksgiving, know that you have your ONEHOPE community, and there's a lot of love here for you guys. And we are here. We're at the last haul. There's a month left in the year of 2020, just a little over a month, and I'm happy to get a moment on Thanksgiving to relax and breathe, and we all hope that you do as well, and that it's filled with lots of delicious wine that bring you hope and happiness. So cheers to everybody out there. Cheers to our cause entrepreneurs. Cheers to all of our hosts, all the customers who make it possible for us to give back on behalf of all of us collectively and to make the world a better place together. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.